Hi, I'm Stacy Bell. I'm one of the inventors of the Crick Sticks. Here are a series of exercises that you can use with your Crick Sticks. This first exercise will help you to reduce tension in your neck and shoulder region. Make sure you're on a sticky mat or some non-slip surface. Placing your Crick Sticks on the wall, make sure they're even and take them about 2 feet away from the baseboard. Make them wide enough so that you can place your head between the poles and come in contact with the poles. And once you feel contact at the shoulders, walk the poles in so that the poles are in contact with the very base of your neck. Your elbows and forearms are hovering above the ground. Curl your toes under. On an exhalation, you'll lift your hips up and slide your arms down. Allow the head to release fully. The poles or the sticks are acting to traction the trapezius flesh upward while the head releases downward. You may breathe while you're holding. Hold for several breaths. When you feel that the poles have created the right effect, release the knees down. Carefully open the poles apart. Walk yourself out and rest in child's pose. Hi, now I'm going to show you an exercise that relieves neck, shoulder, and back pain. Placing the Crick Sticks on the wall, bring the legs about 2 feet away from the baseboard. Make the base wide enough so that you can place your head between the sticks. And then walk the sticks in so that they touch that juncture where the neck and the shoulder meet. The hands are placed down, the forearms and elbows are still off the floor. Curling your toes under, on an exhalation you can lift your hips up. Then you want to slide yourself down so the forearms touch the mat and the sticks lift the trapezius flesh up and the head releases down. If you want to add on to alleviate back pain, you can step in and lift up. So I step the left foot in to lift the right leg up. This increases the pressure on the trapezius, and that it increases the relief. And then you lower the right leg, place the weight into the right foot, and lift the left leg up. Lower the left leg down. Maybe you hold here a few more breaths. Noticing I just release my head down even more. And to release, you slowly lower the knees. You might need to walk your feet back a little bit. Take the knees to the mat. Open the sticks and walk back to take the head out. So you may want to just rest in child's pose just to let the blood pressure regulate. And then when you're ready, come back up. At this point, you should feel a lot of space in the neck-shoulder region, and you may even notice your posture. You're standing taller, and your chest is more open. This is how to use your Crick Sticks to do forearm stand. Place the Crick Sticks on a wall at about a 45-degree angle so that the legs of the Crick Sticks are about 2 feet away from the baseboard. Open up the legs of the sticks wide enough to place your head between them. And walk the bottoms of the sticks in towards each other until you feel that they're touching the juncture where the neck and the shoulders are meeting. placing the forearms down on the floor, we come back up into a forearm down dog. You might need to make a little bit of adjustments. Walk your feet in, push off of the standing leg, and kick up. The sticks pull the trapezius flesh up and help you to balance. And then lower down, knees to the mat. Take the sticks apart and walk yourself back. And once again, coming into child's pose.
Up in forearm stand helps to sustain you in the inversion longer, while opening the neck and shoulder region, which creates that wonderful feeling of spinal extension. This is how to do handstand on the crick sticks.
Place your crick sticks about 45 degrees, and sometimes with the inversions like handstand, you might want to deepen the angle even more. Open the poles wide enough to get your head through the poles, but for handstand you want to be up a little bit higher, so you're going to have to widen them and stay up higher, and then walk your poles in again until the sticks are touching the neck shoulder region. And you want to measure, you want to be able to come up onto the hands and then go slightly higher. Walk that pole back in. Lift up into a downward facing dog position. Start to walk your feet in and kick up. So if you allow yourself to lower a little bit, you'll feel how the poles draw the trapezius flesh up toward the hips, and you just hang on the poles, and you stay here as long as you can, 3 to 5 breaths. Play with flexing the feet or pointing the toes, maybe even flointing, drawing the toes back. And when you're ready to come down, lower 1 foot at a time. Release the knees down. Take the poles apart and walk it back into child's pose. There's a real lightness of being upside down on the poles, and then on the release we get that wonderful opening in the head, neck, shoulder region. Ooh, okay. Are you recording?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my brother,
Don't move, Robert. Stay right there.
So the benefits of doing headstand on the poles is what happens is the trapezius tends to lift up. So by doing them on the poles, we learn how to draw the trapezius down with the headstand. We work the core strength, and we create a real feeling of length throughout the entire spine. So doing full wheel pose, we use the poles, which is great to protect the wrist, but also helps us to go deeper into the full wheel. So if we come up into a bridge position, lifting the hips off the floor, and then we press all the way up. Hold for as long as you comfortably can. To come down, we bend the arms, draw the head, chin toward the chest, and then lower the head down, releasing the hands. There's tremendous benefit for the spine in doing a full wheel pose, as well as opening up the thoracic inlet
and promotes a well-being, feeling of well-being. Here we go. So you place your head between the base of the stick here, and then you take your hands onto the poles. So your inner arms are facing each other. And then like you would with a bridge position, we lift the hips off the floor, and on an exhalation, press into the poles. Maybe you just come up onto the top of the head, but if you can, extend the arms fully. Your knees can stay bent to take pressure off the lower back, or you can work to extend the legs, drawing the tailbone toward the knees. To come down, start to bend the elbows, draw the chin toward the chest, and softly place the head and the back on the mat. This is how you do a crick stick push-up. Place your poles, your sticks on the wall at about a 45-degree angle. Placing your hands firmly on the sticks. Oops. Make sure it's wide enough for your head to move through. Walk your feet back. And right away you can feel core activation and arm activation. And on an exhale, you go through and then press back. Let me do that again. On an exhalation, you bend your elbows, take the head toward the poles, and then press back. Come forward, head to or through the poles, and press back. To come out, you walk your feet forward and release. This helps to strengthen the arms and the pectoralis muscles in the chest. Here's how to do a tricep press using the crick stick. Okay, so we place the crick sticks on a wall at about a 45-degree angle, and you might want to take them fairly wide so that the base of each stick is near the edge of your mat if you're using a yoga mat. Just make sure it's even. And then you stand up, turn around, bend down, and find the crick sticks with your hands, walking your feet out. Place your feet directly underneath your knees, keeping your elbows pointing back towards the wall behind you, lowering and lifting. Try to engage the muscle around the bone as you lower, and as you lift, keep a micro bend in the elbow. Another variation here is to extend your leg and lower. If you like, you can cross that same leg over the opposite leg and lower and lift. Repeat to the other side. You can exhale on the effort to lift up. Inhale as you lower down, crossing the ankle, using that core strength for stability. The tricep press helps to strengthen the tricep as well as the biceps and opens up the pectoralis region as well.
Hi, I'm Robert Davidow. I'm the fat fuck partner of Share Solutions. I'm going to show you an exercise using the crick sticks that overweight, out of shape executives could use to achieve relief for neck and shoulder pain. First thing you do is place the crick sticks between your legs, extend them wide enough so that you can insert your head with the crick sticks on the floor and the poles touching your shoulder. Drop your head to achieve a stretch. Hold the position for 10 to 15 seconds. When you're finished, extend the poles and go back into a sitting position. You should feel relief on your neck and shoulder muscles, and the tension should be less than it was when you started.